على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my dear respected brothers. The mawaqib of the mourners of Sayyid al-Shuhada, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, lamenting and beating their chests for the tragedy of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And as you can hear and see behind me, the tens of thousands of the mawaqib and the processions that are walking the streets of Bab al-Qibla and Shar al-Abbas and the outskirts of the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, coming to Karbala to renew and pay their allegiance to his mother Fatima al-Zahra and to the Imam of our time, Sahib al-Asri wal-Zaman, Ajjal Allah Ta'ala Farajahu al-Sharif. Brothers and sisters, what is this love? What is this affection and emotion that these young men and adults have for Sayyid al-Shuhada? They have left their homes and they have left their families and their children just to come and mourn and lament and cry for Sayyid al-Shuhada, the master of martyrs. Of course, I will try my best to speak to you and to try to bring to you some of the traditions and narrations of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Of course, the sound of the processions and the mawaqib are very loud and it's overpowering my own voice, but inshallah we will try to overcome that and try to bring you the image live from the city of Karbala. We wish that she was amongst us. We wish that she was in Karbala alongside these Zuwar of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam, these mourners who have gathered here in Karbala, mourning and crying and saying, "O Master, O Aba Abdillah al-Hussein, if we were not present on the day of Ashura, إن كان لم يجبك بدني عند استنصارك, if I was not there and present on the day of Ashura, they will repeat the saying of Sahib al-Zaman, Ajjal Allah Ta'ala Farajahu al-Sharif, لأبكين عليك صباحا ومساء ولأندبنك صباحا ومساء ولأبكين عليك بدل الدموع دما. And I shall cry and weep, lament and mourn for your calamity, for your tragedy day and night, and I shall weep instead of tears. I shall weep blood for your tragedy and calamity, O Aba Abdillah Hussein. Of course, these supporters of Sayyid al-Shuhada, they have given their lives, they have given whatever they have for the sake of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. But at the same time that these young men have joined this huge and major procession to come to Karbala and lament and beat their chests for Sayyid al-Shuhada salamullahi alayhi, at the same time there are individuals who want to stand against these processions, block their entrance to Karbala, show animosity and hatred to Sayyid al-Shuhada. and being aware of our actions, of our work and assistance, that God forbid we are joined, or we join those who they stand against the rituals of Sayyid al-Shuhada, stand against the sha'air of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. Because what has remained of Islam, the fact that we are here today standing in the near outskirts of the shrine of Sayyid al-Shuhada, and that we are freely practicing our rituals, practicing morning and lamenting, each own way, in their own style, in their own rhythm. It's because of the sacrifice of Sayyid al-Shuhada. We should hold on tightly to these rituals of Sayyid al-Shuhada, salamullahi alayhi. And because there are individuals that stood against Aba Abdillah al-Hussein, whether 1400 years ago or whether it's today in 2020, they all will be treated in the same way that those who carried their swords and stood in the face of Sayyid al-Shuhada, salamullahi alayhi. This is the reason that we encourage, that Islam and Ahlul Bayt, they encourage its followers to steadfast and hold on to Urwat al-Wuthqa, to Amir al-Mu'mineen, to Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. Yesterday I narrated this story, brothers and sisters, shows the result of those who neglect the right to Sayyid al-Shuhada, salamullahi alayhi. Abdullah ibn Rabah was asked about the reason that he was blinded after the event of Karbala. He says, كنت حضرت كربلاء وما قاتلت. I was present in Karbala, but I did not fight. I did not battlefield. فنمت. I slept. I slept in the tent. فرأيت شخصا قائلا قال أجب رسول الله. I saw in my dream a terrifying individual saying to me, answer the call of the Holy Messenger of Allah. I replied, لا أطيق. I said, I can't. فجرني. He pulled me. فجرني إلى رسول الله. I came, I saw the Holy Prophet of Islam. فوجدته حزينا. And this person speaking about the fact that on the day of Ashura, he was present in the camp of Bani Umayyah. He slept and he saw this dream, that he was dragged to the presence of Rasulullah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam was saddened because of what was happening to his family and to his grandson on the day of Ashura. وَفِي يَدِهِ حَرْبَةٌ. Rasulullah was standing and in his hand was an axe. وبسط قدامه نطع. There was a skin, a sheepskin in front of him that was used to ملك قبله حزين. And there was an angel besides Rasulullah who was also in a very upsetting and emotional status. وفي يده سيف. This angel was carrying a sword. The sword was made of fire. وفي يده سيف من النار يضرب أعناق القوم. He beheads the enemies. وتقع النار فيهم فتحرقهم. And fire covers their body and burns them. ثم يحيون. They die as a result of burning. They come back to life. And they are killed again. فقلت Abdullah ibn Rabah says فقلت, and I said السلام عليك يا رسول الله, peace be upon your Prophet of Allah. والله ما ضربت بسيف. My God, by Almighty Allah, I did not strike with a sword. ولا طعنت برمح, and I did not stab with a spear. ولا رميت سهما, and I did not shoot an arrow. فقال النبي, holy Sayyid al-Shuhada, they are increased their attendance and their gathering for the love of Sayyid al-Shuhada. But there were individuals on the day of Ashura that increased the number of the army, even if they did not carry a sword and fight with the army of Bani Umayyah. But because they were present in the camp of Bani Umayyah, that was also accounted for to be against Sayyid al-Shuhada salamullahi alayhi. The Holy Prophet of Islam said to Abdullah ibn Rabah, أَلَسْتَ كَثَّرْتَ الْسَوَادِ, even though you did not carry a sword and you did not fight with Bani Umayyah, but you were standing in their camp. فَسَلَّمَنِي, here Rasulullah grabbed hold of me. وَأَخَذَ طَسٌ فِيهِ دَمٍ, and in front of him there was a container that contained blood. فكحلني من ذلك الدم. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam took some of that blood in that bowl and brought it and wiped my eyes with it. And learning from that time, فلما انتبهت, and when I woke up from that dream, from that sleep on the day of Ashura in the camp of Bani Umayyah, فلما انتبهت كنت أعمى, when I realized I was blinded. And another story showing the result of those who show animosity towards Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. As-Sadi narrates that he said to someone, he said to a man, أنت تبيع القطران ما رأيت القطران. I have never seen and come close to tar in my life. ألا إنني كنت أبيع المسمار. I was an individual that used to sell nails, مسامير في عسكر عمر بن سعد, in the camp of عمر بن سعد. في Karbala, I was present in Karbala, and I used to equip the army at the camp of Umar bin Sa'ad with nails. في منامي رجل وعلي بن أبي طالب عليهما السلام يسقيان الشهداء. أمير المؤمنين and Rasulullah were offering water to the martyrs, to the shuhada, from those who have been killed by the camp of Umar bin Sa'ad, from the camp of Aba Abdillah al-Hussein. فاستسقيت, I came forward and I asked for some water. فاستسقيت عليا فأبى. علي بن أبي طالب denied to give me water. فأتيت إلى النبي وقال ألست من أعان علينا? Are you not the one that helped and supported against us, Ahlul Bayt? See, brothers and sisters, sometimes we utter a statement, we get up to an action that would be calculated against the rituals of Sayyid al-Shuhada. The servants of Sayyid al-Shuhada, they ask you for help and support. They ask you to stand and help them, but at times we deny them our help and support. That would be used as denial to offer to the rituals of Sayyid al-Shuhada, and that will be granted as an action against أعان علينا. فقلت يا رسول الله إنني محترق, I am burning from thirst. ووالله ما حاربتهم, and by Allah I did not fight them, fight the martyrs, fight the camp of Hussein alayhi salam. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم said, اسقه القطران. Tar, brothers and sisters. فسقاني شربة قطران, and they gave me قطران, tar. فلما انتبهت, and when I realized that I woke up from that dream, كنت أبول 3 أيام. I used to urinate continuously for 3 days. This is part of the punishment that Allah, as a result of His against that illness. كنت أبول 3 أيام القطران, and what I was urinating was tar. ثم انقطع, then I stopped urinating tar. وبقيت رائحته, the smell and the scent of tar stuck to me. Wherever I would go, that scent of tar would come with me, would be with me at all times. And this narration has been narrated in the book Manaqib al Abi Talib, volume number 3, page 216. Brothers and sisters, the start each one participating and mourning for each other, and alongside them there are men, women and children that are making their way to the shrine or outside of the shrine. And it's very easy for anyone to come and start speaking negatively against these people who are participating in these processions. That negative comment will be used against us, brothers and sisters. It will be used as a regard to waging a battle and war against Aba Abdillah. Anything against the rituals of Sayyid al-Shuhada, anything against the servants will be registered as a war and battle against Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. The start of the war against Imam Hussein alayhi salam was in the physical manner, in the physical sense, was the assassination of his messengers that were carrying the message and the letters of Sayyid al-Shuhada to heads of the clans and tribes, where Sayyid al-Shuhada was asking them and inviting them to come and support and stand with Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. But Bani Umayyah captured these messengers, and without a sin, without committing a crime, they would assassinate them, they would kill and murder them, only because they are associated with Sayyid al-Shuhada, only because they were amongst the companions of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. One of those messengers was called Sulaiman ibn Zurayn. He was a messenger of Sayyid al-Shuhada. He was captured and he was brutally tortured until they assassinated him. The next being Qais ibn Mushir al-Saydawi. He also was captured. Hawariyin of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. His name was Abdullah ibn Yaqtar al-Himyari. He was carrying the letter of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam in replying to Muslim ibn Aqil. He was carrying the letter to Muslim ibn Aqil. He was captured. He was tortured severely in the most terrifying way, and then they beheaded him. And not long after that, their cousin and the relative and the honest and close companion to say Muslim ibn Aqil was so tragic manner as he was beheaded and his body thrown over the building of Qasr al-Imar from the top of the roof up until the ground. And then his body was dragged between the streets and the markets of Kufa. This was the start of the battle and war against Sayyid al-Shuhada, as his messengers and companions were captured and assassinated. Then that animosity and that war and battle continued against Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam in Karbala, after Karbala, with the women and children of Sayyid al-Shuhada. were taken from Karbala as captives and slaves to Kufa and Sham. And that continued throughout history, until recent history, that these processions were targeted and they were attacked because of their association to Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam. But it's very clear and very apparent, brothers and sisters, now that we see these thousands. I've been speaking to you for more than 25 minutes. And the numbers are in thousands, brothers and sisters. And they have, the beginning of the procession has entered into the shrine of Sayyid al-Shuhada and exited to Bayn al-Haramain, and we have not yet reached to the end of this procession. This shows the love and the emotion and the affection the Zuwar and the servants of Sayyid al-Shuhada have for Aba Abdillah al-Hussein. Whatever the enemies and whatever the organizations and the centers who work day and night to stop against these rituals, to stop and deny and prevent the appearance of these young men and women whom are beating their chests for Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam, and you can see they are still young. Some of them are 14, 15, some of them are still young. They have left the world. They have left this dunya. They have left this worldly materialistic desire, and they have come to show their support to Imam Sahib al-Zaman, Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajah sharif. And they are saying, Labbayka da'i Allah, Labbayka ya Sahib al-Zaman, Labbayka ya Mahdi. Oh Imam, we are your supporters, and inshallah, when it's time for you to be Assalamu alaikum ya Zuwar Aba Abdillah Hussein. Assalamu ala al-Hussein wa ala Ali ibn al-Hussein wa ala awlad al-Hussein wa ala ashab al-Hussein. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa labbayka ya Hussein, labbayka ya Hussein.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, I pray from afar to reach Karbala. My Hussein, how I wish to walk into your holy shrine, to stand by your gate, to give my labbaik. The pain of separation, it only gets worse with time.
ये सच है कि सफ़र इंसान को बहुत कुछ सिखाता है, लेकिन कुछ सफ़र ऐसे भी होते हैं जो हमें दर्स देने के अलावा हमारी रूह पर गहरा असर छोड़ जाता है।